Hello, in this lesson, you will learn the derivative of the cosine function. Now, let's see how we do it. If we have y equals cosine of x, then the derivative of cosine of x with respect to x is negative sine of x. Now, if I have y equal to cosine of ax, that is a constant times the angle. In this case, we do it in a very simple way. If we let u equal to ax, then the derivative of u with respect to x equals a. Now, this implies y equals cosine of u, and the derivative of y with respect to u equals negative sine of u. Now, if we take changing y over changing x, we have changing u over changing x times changing y over changing u, which gives a times negative sine of u. This gives a times sine of u. So remember to bring the negative. So we have minus a sine of u, but u equals ax. So we put there ax. That is very simple as that. Now, let us use this to move on. If I take y equal to cosine of let's take another example because we are dealing with a constant times the angle. If we take y equal to cosine of, say, 3x, then changing y over changing x equals, we take 3x and differentiate it. That will give us 3. Then we take cosine and differentiate it. That is, you differentiate cosine with respect to the angle. It gives you negative sine of that angle. So this gives us minus 3 sine of 3x. That is very perfect. Now, let's take another example. If I have y equals cosine of 4x squared. Now, what do? The y on the x equals, we take 4x squared and then differentiate it. That will give us 8x. And we take cosine of the entire angle and differentiate. You have negative sine of the entire angle. So this gives minus 8x sine of 4x squared. Wow, I hope you are enjoying the lesson. Please kindly like my videos and share, and also leave your comments. If it is good, you say, oh, that's very good. If there's anything that I need to change, just hit me, then I'll just change it for us to enjoy amazing lesson. Now, if I have cosine of ax plus b, okay, here if we let u equal to ax plus b, then y equals cosine of u. We follow the same procedure as we've done earlier. The u on the x equal a, and the y on the u equals negative sine of u, which is equal to negative sine of ax plus b. Now, changing y over changing x will now be equal to changing u over changing x times changing y on changing u, which gives a times negative, that will be negative, and then we bring sine of ax plus b. Now, let's take examples on this. If I have, for example, y equals cosine of 5x plus 2, then changing y on changing x will simply be, I'll take 5x plus 2 and differentiate it with respect to x. I'll get 5. Then I will differentiate cosine of the whole angle. That gives me negative sine of the whole angle. So here, changing y on changing x is simply minus 5 sine of 5x plus 2. Now let's look at another example. Let's take y equal to cosine of 4x squared plus 7. In this case, you take 4x squared plus 7 and differentiate it with respect to x. This gives 8x, and then you take cosine of the whole angle. Remember, the derivative of 7 is 0. That is a constant. So if you take cosine of the whole angle and differentiate it, you get negative sine of the whole angle. So this gives negative 8x sine of 4x squared plus 7. Wow. Now, let's see more examples to improve our understanding. If you are really enjoying this lesson, please give me a thumbs up by liking the video and also commenting. If you also find it difficult, just comment and let me see where you are lacking behind so that I can just help you out. Let me see where you are lacking behind. Okay. Now, if I have y equal to cosine of 7 times theta squared minus 5 theta plus 2, I'll just take the 7 theta squared minus 5 theta plus 2 and differentiate it with respect to theta. So here, this will give me, if I differentiate 7 theta squared with theta, I'll have 14 theta. And if we differentiate minus 5 theta, you have minus 5. If we differentiate 2, it's a constant, so you get 0. Then you take the whole of cosine of the angle and differentiate, you get negative sine of the whole angle. So this will give me minus into bracket 14 times theta minus 5, bracket close, times sine of 7 theta squared minus 5 theta plus 2. That is lovely. Now we can send the negative inside to get minus 14 theta plus 5 theta. Then we put it in bracket again, times sine of into bracket 7 times theta squared minus 5 theta plus 2. Wow, mathematics is lovely. Just keep on enjoying. Just give me a like, and then let's build a mathematics community. Now let's look at this example. If I have y equal to cosine of 8x to the power 4 minus 1, I'll just take this one and then differentiate it. So I'll have 32x to the power 3. If we differentiate 1 is 0 because the derivative of constant is 0. So this gives negative sine of 8x to the power 4 minus 1, because if we differentiate cosine of the entire angle, we get negative sine of the entire angle. So the final answer is minus 32x cubed times sine of 8x to the power 4 minus 1. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. Please kindly like my videos and follow me.